Oh my goodness! Hello, Facebook. Hello, fans of Nerdist. I'm Alicia Lutz, managing editor here, and I've got a little lady over here I think you guys all are familiar with, Lindsey Morgan.
I hope so.
One of the stars of The 100. It would be really awkward if
It'd be
nobody
really awkward.
knew.
They're like, don't know who that is.
Be like, sorry, unfamiliar. Bye. Raven from The 100, you guys. I am so excited to be talking to you today. Thank you so much for being with us and chatting with all of our fans in the chat. I know that we've got a ton of questions. I've got some ones from Twitter here. But if you guys down in chat have questions for us as well, please shoot them down in the chat, and Lindsey might answer them later.
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty fun. Season 4 of The 100 premieres on Wednesday. This Wednesday at 9 p.m. I've been lucky enough to see the first 3 episodes.
You've seen more than I have.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, let me tell you about this crazy thing that happens in episode 3 when everybody dies. It's very intense. Spoilers. No, it's the stakes couldn't be higher this season.
No.
It's so intense and crazy. Where does Raven fit into all of this? You want to tell me?
You don't know? I thought you know.
I mean, I know a little bit, but you've actually already filmed the finale, so.
That's true, I knew a lot more. Raven is at a kind of a very interesting place at the end of season 3 because, she just battled Allie, she won, it's amazing, and she kind of got this, upgrade from having Allie in her brain, so she's actually even smarter, hard to believe, I know, than before. And so it's almost like a silver lining to all the hell that Allie put her through. So, but with all that newfound intelligence, great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah, it's that's a seriously intense place to be in, especially with this whole, we've got maybe 6 months to live on this planet.
Yes.
Making that viable or finding a way to save people.
Right.
Does Raven play a part in any of that at all?
I think she plays one of the biggest parts in it because everyone's relying on Raven to be the brains of the operation like she usually is. She figures so many things out, and she is so smart that, she runs the science, she runs the numbers, she's at the drawing board in the lab day in, day out, trying to figure anything out she can to help everybody. And they're depending on her to do so. But, this is the biggest challenge she's had to date. So.
Yeah, I can't even imagine, I know obviously a lot of this falls on Clark's shoulders, but for me it really feels like Raven's the one that has much more of an actionable, tangible thing that she has to deal with, and it's very intense.
It's quite intense.
Oh my gosh, I know, so intense.
Stresses me out.
So intense that one of your fans, Manuel Love 1879, asked, "Are we going to see a little bit of a happier Raven this season? Are we gonna? I mean, the world is ending. Is Raven going to be happy?
Is she going to find joy?" I mean, I don't know. I do love that we seem to get this question every season.
Yeah.
It's a trend. But also, I love it seeing you guys on the internet saying that y'all ship Raven with happiness. That's one of my favorite ships.
Yeah.
Me too. Happiness is subjective, and I feel for Raven, it's a very interesting journey she has this season. But she really finds her true self in the end and follows her heart. And she does it she doesn't make all the right decisions, but she gets there. So yeah. I think that's in a way a form of happiness.
Yeah, I think so too. I think especially with a show like The 100 where it just sort of lives in the gray area where it's
always.
It's just, you're never going to get a good, bad, nope, it's not happening. Nope. So, I think that relativity is sort of nice and exciting, especially I imagine for you as an actor to kind of play in that.
Oh, completely. Yeah. I mean, that's my favorite parts about the show is that there's always some kind of choice to be made, and it always kind of sucks. You're always between a rock and another rock. That rock is really hard also. So.
Gosh, just rocks everywhere.
Rocks!
Twist. Lost the Numbers wants to know, after raisins...
Sidebar. She keeps calling me Raisin.
I'm the worst, you guys. My tongue doesn't work.
I don't know if you guys know Bellamy. He calls me Raisin on set too because they can't seem to say Raven. So now I'm Raisin Reyes. So
I love it. I need all of the fan art of
do something
Raisin
with
Reyes.
that internet.
Come on, you guys are really good at this.
Counting on you.
We need gifts and adorable fan art. Toot to sweet. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so Lost the Numbers wants to know, after Raven's brash actions, I really can't speak today, blah, 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 that almost caused Allie to win in season 3, will she be more cautious in season 4?
That's a really great question. Yeah, Raven, you know, she still feels guilt about Monty's mom, and she feels her own guilt about, you know, pushing the limits and getting herself into positions just because of her ego, even from way back, like episode 3 when Mount Weather got blown up. Like, it was a lot of Raven's ego pushing herself along the way, and I think that was, you know, her just kind of projecting her own insecurity and whatnot. I think for sure a little more caution is because her every experience has changed her. So, you know, I think she's much more just cautious about other people's hearts at stake. You know, if it's herself that she's sacrificing, that's different. But if it involves her friends and her friends' hearts, then that she's going to be much more careful with.
Yeah, and it seems like with this whole, you know, all the radiation that seems like it's destined to be coming their way, it's forcing everyone that was in the original 100 sort of to look even bigger than they were before already, you know?
Yes.
It's
evolved for sure. And I always say this season reminds me a little bit of the first season because we're kind of tackling similar issues, but now it's just an evolution between who we were as people when we landed on the earth and who we are now, and also that it's not just us 100 to care for, it's the entire human race that we have found on Earth, including the Grounders and all the clans and their world, and how to help them.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's
a lot.
It's a lot. It's like it's just a Wednesday. You know, you guys, it's so crazy. So D's Red, let's go with _D's wants to know, how similar or different from Raven's character are you? And is she your favorite character on the show?
Ooh. I've always been a big Lexa fan, just because I love that role, and I loved, I always found that she's a lot like Khaleesi.
Yes, totally.
Oh,
me too.
Mother of Dragons.
Can't even talk about it.
But I actually do think Raven's probably my favorite character, just because I think she has so many gears going on at once, from her brain to her heart to her strength to her vulnerability, to her emotionality, to love and friendship. So I always like what she has kind of working at the same time.
Yeah.
As far as if we're alike or not, yes and no. Yes, we can both be very stubborn. We can both be very aggressive. I'm pretty smart. I think I'm probably a lot sillier than Raven.
Yeah.
But also, you know, I'm not gonna die or live every day.
Yeah, you didn't just like fall from the sky
and chill.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I do think, you know, I find a lot of myself in Raven. I find Raven to be very aspirational. If anything, playing Raven, I think, has encouraged me to be a better person.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. Well, we got so many questions on Twitter, especially about, you know, representation and what Raven means in that regard, because she is so capable, and it's nice, especially, I think, in a lot of post-apocalyptic dystopian stuff, people are all like fully at their best and like very and like
aren't they tired?
The power in something that is often perceived as like a weakness, and the strength that Raven finds in that, I think, is really inspirational.
Me too.
What is it like, you know, what's the response that you get from fans? Because we got so much about it.
I do get such an overwhelming response, positive response, and people that are inspired by Raven, and people that have found hope in Raven, and people that have found, you know, just the strength to push themselves and to be a little stronger each day. And to me, there's nothing more gratifying to know that something that I give my heart to can bring so much joy to other people and to ignite them as well. And I just, you know, I think that's powerful. I think that's why we need these characters. And, you know, we may not be superheroes, but I think that's what makes the 100 great, that we're just humans, but we're trying to do great things. And I think that's a good, like a nice idea to have for reality.
Yeah, the capacity
of what we can do and what we could strive to do if we push ourselves. And Raven, I think, is just a total testament to that.
Oh my God, I totally agree. You really nailed that question, didn't you?
Thanks.
So actually, Week for Clark asks, and I feel like this is a perfect question to lead us into the next part, is, do you think you've learned enough from Raven to confront a post-apocalyptic world?
Ooh. Well,
depends on the apocalypse, I feel like, right?
I know, right? Like a zombie apocalypse, like a koala apocalypse.
I would love to try and survive a koala
I want a koala apocalypse happening.
Yes, please.
A nuclear apocalypse, just to define that.
Yeah. Let's go with nuclear, because that feels more in line with the show.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Ooh. I think I need to brush up on chemistry a little bit more with that before we tackle on that. But I will say that, Raven's survival instincts and Raven's strength and endurance is something that I've learned. It's not an easy show to film.
Yeah.
And we shoot, 16-hour, 18-hour days. And it's tough and it's tiring, and you gotta, in a weird way, soldier on, because you gotta be there for your team. You gotta be there for your family, for the people that are counting on you. And the same way Raven is, when people are depending on her, she can't be selfish. So there's a lot of mirrored traits I feel the show can be taken into reality.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Yeah. I don't think I'm ready for an apocalypse.
Yeah.
But I can handle some stuff.
Right. We'd be fine, but don't invite the apocalypse into the world in 2017, for example.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I have some post-apocalyptic would you rather questions.
Ooh, okay.
I feel like this could be really fun.
Yeah.
Starting off, would you rather spend the entire apocalypse, life post-apocalypse,
Got it,
with only one person you know very well or 100 strangers? Feels slightly irrelevant, but yeah.
That's tough.
Right?
Okay, I'm going to say, even though as much as I like to get to know new people and find that exciting, I think if you have one person that's like your rock, like your gem, 100 people won't match to it. You have 1 million people, and they won't match up to that one person. So pick one.
That's nice. I like that.
Oh,
Yeah, I would probably pick 100 strangers, but I love making friends. This is my problem.
What if there are 100
I know.
not good people?
It's true, but the what's the probability of them maybe 5 being
High. That's a high.
I'm asking too much of humanity. Would you rather try to survive a robot uprising or an alien invasion? It's tricky, right? I already know what I would pick.
Aliens, just because I want to see them?
Yes, aliens is the right answer. Just in case
I don't
anybody's
know
wondering.
if I'd win.
Yeah, I have this dream. I want to be like Jodie Foster's character in Contact. I want to be the first one, and I want to meet the aliens. It's very important.
Definitely. I don't have to be the first one.
Yeah, no, just
Be just there.
I feel like I can handle aliens.
Yeah.
We might get along. I saw Arrival. If you guys didn't, you should. It's great. Aliens can be nice.
Yeah.
So the world has suffered a complete economic and social breakdown.
Oh, great.
Casual. Would you rather live under a dictator or complete anarchy? Oh boy.
Anarchy.
Yeah, right? Anarchy. Okay. Would you rather have to survive the apocalypse with your coworkers or your neighbors?
My coworkers, for sure. I have the best job.
Yes, I would also pick my coworkers. I feel like
my coworkers.
Or I might pick your coworkers too, actually. Sorry, guys. Oh my god, I feel like that was savage. Well, I mean, maybe we'll see. Maybe if
You're ready for the apocalypse.
well, I'm ready. I have to make the hard choices. This is what it is. I just learned. I feel like I just learned what Clark has gone through her whole life.
Are you sweating?
A little bit. I'm nervous. I'm afraid to go back into the bullpen. Oh my god. Okay.
They'll forgive you.
Thank you. All right. Would you rather? Oh, this one's from Jacob Hunter, and it's.
Oh, do you know him?
I do not know him.
Me either.
Oh, okay.
You said it like you did.
Me and my friend Jacob, we go way back. Would you rather be stuck in Mount Weather or the City of Light for the rest of your life?
City of Light.
Yeah? That was quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great.
You did get everything.
You got everything.
Yeah, I get that. I support that. Okay. Here we go. Whew. Would you rather have to compete in the Hunger Games fully funded as Panem's champion of choice, but forced to live in District 1 and live that lie, or survive on a radioactive planet without any supplies or compatriots? Yee. It's do you live a lie or do you live by yourself in a radioactive wasteland? I think I hate that one.
I think I'd live the lie.
Yeah.
This is a radioactive wasteland. You step on a puddle and you're done.
Yeah. That feels right. I like that one. Okay. Okay. The zombie apocalypse is here and it's full blown. Would you rather be tasked with kicking zombie ass or finding a cure?
Kicking zombie ass.
Yes, I love it. All right. We got one more for you. All right. The apocalypse has given you a case of selective amnesia. Would you rather take all your familial memories or every survival skill you've ever learned?
Who wrote these questions?
Maybe me.
It's good. Damn good. Dang.
That's really hard. I'm savage, right?
I would take I keep my survival skills. And sorry, fam.
Man, listen, this is what the 100 is all about. It's making the hard choices,
Hard choices
so that you can carry on another day. Lindsey, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you
We've
so much.
got 2 questions from Facebook. I want
okay.
to make sure are asked. Elliot Welch would like to know who is your dream actor or actress to get cast in the show. If they had a guest spot, you could bring them in.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Daniel Day-Lewis?
Oh,
He
man.
could just be everything.
Yes.
Just all the roles.
And Sonia Holmes wants to know, they're making 100 little Funko Pop toys. How do you feel about becoming a toy?
I'm so excited. It literally is like a dream come true that I didn't even have this dream where I'm like, what? This is possible? I could dream this? I'm so excited. I want 500.
Oh my
Of
gosh.
myself.
Becoming a toy is like life goals, and that you wouldn't.
But like I didn't even strive for that. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, I could dream so much.
You didn't know you could dream so big. What a world we living in.
What a world.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much, Raisin, for being here. I really appreciate it. You guys, check out The 100, 9 p.m. on Wednesday. Season 4 premiere. It's crazy. I can't even tell you. It's lit AF. All right. See you later.